I'm Adam Niffen.
And I'm Jeremy Cocaine.
This is Smith Weldon Restoration.
Well, it's what we work. It's what we do. We make things pretty.
Alright, so this is what you call unforeseens. We got into this, and this mill thickness, can't even call it mill thickness. I don't know what the fuck was on this. House paint, oil-based Rust-Oleum. What we're doing right now is we're being real careful. We keep all this here, we let it dry up, pull the paint, we're pulling it off, making a pile there, where we can then contain it, sweep everything up, and dispose of it properly. This isn't something you just rinse off the shop floor. You let it dry, you sweep it up, you get rid of it, it gets in the groundwater, and then it all goes downhill from there, right? Right, okay. Now we got this. This is all treated with a light acid solution. It's dry finally. No, it's still drying. So I'll scrub this down and rinse it with water. Vinegar was our light acid solution, by the way. I had some surface rust starting. We cleaned up the welds on both sides. I can seam seal that now. Jeremy's pulling this glass. We weren't gonna, but we really need to get rid of this belt molding, and the only way you can do it was with the glass out, and that'll make it easy to pull the handle and the locks. You can see where the cowl used to sit. That's all automotive paint, the real stuff, and there's rust and things in there that we need to treat with acid. The bottom side, I'll flip it over and I'll clean it all wire wheel style, primer and paint it. But I mean, this stuff is just so thick. It's not like car paint at all. It's got to come off before you can paint over it. Otherwise you'll have endless problems. As always, when you're stripping, you keep a rinse bucket handy because water deactivates it. We'll check back with more. End of day. Damn. Okay, so this is what I've done. I'm guide coated. I'm coming in, I'm blocking shit out. Now I can see my imperfections. I'm blocking out this old enamel with 180. To get big broad surfaces, long runs, whatever, I will use the air file. The quarter panels, the fenders, things like that, I don't really have that option, so I've been using a long block, which is the same length as like a 17-inch, 16-inch long block. And then a round dowel block. So I'm not using the line file, I'm using this exact block. We're doing this with 180, and it's bringing us to a tolerable surface. That we can go back and do something with. We've got the doors dismantled, so shit. Next, I'll go ahead and I gotta blow the dust off the seats, but I'll pull those out and the carpet out, and then we can just box up the car. Oh, okay, so we got this left to file down. You have to file all this by hand, or block it all by hand. The doors, the bulk of the doors we did with a line file. You can do those with a small block or a round block. I prefer round, but again, we got guide coat and everything, so now we're going back through and we're getting the areas of concern with filler. This side's almost ready to start that consideration. This time, this side we've already started that. We got some fill down there. That whole thing, it wasn't rotted, it was just dinged up, so we fixed it. We're actually going to paint that affixed to the car, even if we have to lift the car to paint that whole spoiler piece, because it's fragile and it's already fucked up. Leaving it on the car to preserve it's our best shot. That's why we're doing that. The other side will go on before we paint as well. We're going to have to draw a piece of tape, sand the style line, piece of tape on the bottom, draw the style line to get that door line straight. That was dinged up down there. In all, it's a really straight car. And It's all been blocked down to 80 with the body work. Everything else is 180. We're almost ready for slick sand. There are spots like this all over the car, and they would pepper out little dots and keep sanding. All that was rusty, and then the rust stopped. So you sand it out, get all the rust gone. That's all you can do. Aside from taking it apart and dipping it. This car's in really remarkable shape for exactly what it is, the era it came from, and the bad reputation they had for rotting out. I'm really pleased Shane brought this to us. The big one we came across, we stripped this hood down, and some serious fucking issues here, okay? For the owner's purposes, what he wants, you know, a hood can be purchased, fitted, and painted at any time. So, you know, a new hood can be purchased and fitted and dealt with at any time. What we're going to do, what we got clearance to do, the plan right now, is the for right now plan, you understand? In a perfect world, we wouldn't even try it with that hood. We'd replace it because it's peppered through in enough spots. We're going with an acid to eat the rust and get rid of that for us. We're going to clean it up and go back with short strand and bridge all the pinholes and shit that's wrong with it, and basically mold those parts anew so that it looks good and clean and straight. And then again, at a later date, if it starts failing or whatever, you can get a new hood put on it. The cowl will still be usable. In fact, we won't have to repaint it. So that's the plan right now. It's an imperfect solution for an imperfect world. The rest of the car is very solid, so we're gonna grind on from there. I'll show you some more. I'll catch you guys in the morning. I'm out for the day. Wow, made it in a video. Thanks for checking in. Come back on the next one. See what the hell we're doing next time. Subscribe, comment. Find us on over on the Facebook, Smith Welding Restoration LLC on Facebook. Numbers at the beginning. Have any questions? Call.